Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing an update on my Project 50 Uses project pan. So yeah, this is my 9-month update, and if you guys don't know what this is, it's essentially I'm working on around 11 or 12 items at one time, but the goal is to have, by the end of this project, gone through and finished 50 items. That could be an eyeshadow, that could be a fragrance. It's basically every single area in my collection, from foundation, blush, bronzer, eyeshadow, highlighter, eyeliner, like nail polish, and a few others. It's taking me a lot longer than I thought it would. So far I've only finished one item that's been rolled out, and that was like 6 months ago. So without further ado, let's get into my update and my numbers after 9 months. So this is my Tarte foundation by Rainforest of the Sea in Fairlight Neutral. I think we're on the road to finishing this by this summer. I think I mentioned early on that I think I'll finish this by July. I think I'm correct in that. Seeing where we're at now, we will definitely finish this in July, because this was my update at the beginning of the year. This was my update in like September, October time. So now we're here, down here. I think we're going to be able to reach that goal. I've worn this 70 times as part of this project. I do have to mix it with a white to make it work though, because I am quite a pale person. So I feel like it's probably taking me a little longer than what a normal person would do if it was the correct skin tone. That's the issue of being pale though, is that I can't find many foundations that work for me with the colour, because I'm too pale for them. Like even the one I'm wearing today, I think doesn't really match me completely, but I think I kind of made it work quite well with a lot of blending. Okay, the next item we got is my NARS Laguna bronzer. I feel like it must have done, like at the last update, did I just hit pan on this? Or did I hit pan on this just after it? I can't remember, but this is what we're looking at right now. So if I haven't hit pan on it before in my last quarter, that's what's happened. This was a very like surprising pan for me, I felt like. It really kind of surprised me at how shallow this bronzer was, because I thought it'd be much deeper considering how deep the packaging is. But no, we are here. I think this is going to be relatively easy to finish. I've used it 41 times within this project, and I reckon if I'm going to put a number to it, or a date, month, I reckon this will be done by, I want to say, the end of next year. I think this will be done. But it kind of depends how many other bronzers I work on at the same time. The next item I've got is a shade from a palette. This is my Makeup Revolution Ultra Blush palette in Hot Spice. I rolled in the 6th shade, which is on the bottom row. It's this one here. Why does it look like in the screen that there's a ring there? Because it does not look like that in person. But anyway, this is the update. There really doesn't look like there's a ring here in person, but at least you can kind of see that we are making a little bit of progress. There was a little bit of a dip forming, but not much. There's definitely a lot more disturbance if you compare this shade to like the other ones that have like less usage. I know from experience from last year that this shade took forever and still doesn't really look like it's had much progress in it. I have used this 152 times. That is every single time I've worn makeup since this project began. I think this is going to be in for a really long time. I don't want to even put a number to it. I also think that this could be in until the very end. The next item we've got is my highlighter, which is my Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in Monster. And it is looking like this. So the pan is getting bigger. Pretty much, it says on the tin. Again, this is a really nice highlighter to wear. I've worn it, I think, 38 times in the past 9 months. Okay, the next item we've got is my eyeshadow, and this is from MUA Merge Trio Eyeshadow in Emotions. This does not have a shade, it's just called Dark Shade, and that is this shade down here. Now, if I can focus it well enough, it's now no longer like as domed as it once was. Like, it's kind of like being grabbed at certain areas more than others. So this is quite a sheer eyeshadow, so I do kind of pick up a lot of it when I wear it, but it still feels like it's going to take a long time to work through this. So I've been wearing this eyeshadow mainly as like a topper for my eyeshadows. I've worn it 37 times in the last 9 months since this project began, which isn't like a lot if you think about it, because I know some people can do that in like 2 months, but I've got so many other eyeshadows I'm working on, I can't wear them all every single day, so this one's definitely taken a little bit of a hit. Okay, surprisingly, we still got this in. This is my NYX Cans Soft Cream lip product, and I've even tried to take the stopper out of this and it's still not coming out, but I'm basically using this until the applicator runs dry, and that's not happened as of yet, so we're still using it. I thought I'd roll this out last quarter. I think I even thought I'd roll it out the quarter before, and no, still kicking and still using it, and I wore it today. Yes, it is a good everyday colour. I wear it most days, but it's still not finishing, guys. The applicator is still running wet, but I do think that I will probably, once it's been a year, I'll probably call this a day and throw this away. If this does not get completed in by the end of this month, next month, the other month, if I don't finish this by the 1 year anniversary of this project, I think I'm going to call it a day and just stop using it. It's difficult to know the progress of this, and you know, I do think we're close to the end. I hope that made sense. I feel like I'm very all over the place today. I've also tried to film this twice. First time the battery of my camera died and corrupted the file, and then the second time the files corrupted on their own because there was no space on the camera SD card. So we're doing really well here. So I'm on my third go walking through these items. The next item we got is my Beauty Bakery eyeliner in Black Milk, the gelato eyeliner, whatever you want to call it. I have to say, I've only used this like 15 or 16 times over the course of the last 9 months. And that's because I've been using eyeshadows a lot as my eyeliner, because I prefer using it as such. But over the last couple of months, I've been wearing like lighter eyeshadow and like forcing myself to then instead use, so this is where we're at right now. It just kind of looks like we've got a usage at the top, but at least I've not completely forgotten about it, because there were a few months, I think in the last quarter, that I didn't use this at all. So I'm quite glad that I'm still using this, even if it's a few times within the month. Okay, the next item we got is this. This is my Paradise Pigments by Jelly Pom Pom. This is a little lip product, I guess. So I thought when I first rolled this into the project that this was a lip salve. It is not. It's literally like just a lip stain, a lip colour. I've actually worn it today mixed in with my NYX Cans lip product. I only used this 19 times, which I'm not too surprised about, because I prefer wearing my NYX Cans lip product or my Colourpop one that's in a different project. So I would never really be picking this up. So it's again only been like the last month or two where I was like, okay, I need to get some uses into this to make it worthwhile being in this project. So I'm trying each month to pick this up and try to use it, even if it means mixing the lip products together. But yeah, I mean, there's not much change in here because I just don't really use it that much, to be honest. The next item we've got is my Fenty Beauty Concealer Matchsticks in Porcelain. Oh, hey Mel Mel. So this is where we're at today. It's not my favourite, to be honest. It's not my real fave, but I have used this 66 times within this project, which is not too bad. Considering before this project I was like barely wearing concealer. Concealer was a step that I didn't think was necessary, and I would always skip it. I'm actually changing my mind now that I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. That's honestly changed my life. The next item we got is my Zoella fragrance. You can see there's definitely been some usage. I've used it 23 times within this project, and it's not my favourite. It still smells too like sickly, too floral. It's not really my vibe, but I'm living with it, and I tend to actually use it a lot more for room fragrance instead of body fragrance. If I feel like this room is a little bit smelly, because this room is where my cat has a litter box, which like it's literally like just behind me down there. I spray this into the room. Should I even guess how long it's going to take me? I've only used it 23 times, which is wild. So I reckon we've got a while. If it's taken me 9 months to get to this point, oh boy, it's going to take me a few years to get any further than that. So we shall see how this goes. The second to last item in my list, we're nearly there guys, is this. This is my Colour Club Nail Lacquer in Berry There, and it is a Berry There nail polish. It looks like this. So when I first rolled it in, we were at the top of this marker, like right there, and now if I roll it around you can see the window. We're now down here. So if you scroll back up here, you can see we have made like a good little dent into here, you know. I didn't mark it last quarter, I think, because I couldn't really see a window well enough to do it. But now that I've used it a little bit more, you can now see a window, which is amazing. So I'll mark it this time round. And I have used this around 40 times, I think. Oh yes, literally 40 times exactly I have used this, which is not as much as I would have thought. But, you know, I do prefer wearing other nail polishes. I am wearing it today on this nail. And you can see why it's called Berry There, can't you? Because it looks like it's my normal nail. I've actually just rolled out a nail polish from a different project, so I will be wearing this a lot more for at least now until I roll something else in to a different project that's another nail polish. So we are going to be probably making a lot more progress this next quarter. So then the next item I have got in my collection is an item I rolled in October, I think. Oh no, in September. I rolled it in September. And that is this. This is my Glossier Boy Brow. And I use this every single day out in brows. I'm using it today. Over the last couple of weeks, it has 100% more noticeably dried out a little bit more. So I don't think we're going to make it very much longer with this, and I've used this 91 times. So my plan is that I'm probably going to use it 9 more times, get to the 100, and then roll something new in, because it's getting quite bad. Like, I feel like my brows just aren't as good as they usually are because there's just not enough product. So maybe by the look of things, all of my remaining items are going to be brow products, because that's the only thing I can finish in this project by the look of things. But anyway, that is it. That is my 9-month update. I feel like I'm being very scattered with this because I have filmed it 3 times now, and I feel like I'm losing my mind a little bit. So hopefully this made sense, or I've edited it in a way that makes sense. But there we go. So The next quarter's update is in July. That will be when it's my 1 year anniversary with this project. And I really hope I have something to roll out, or I've rolled something out before then and I've rolled something new in by that point. I think I mentioned before that I don't tend to keep things once they are finished. So it's unlikely if I do finish an item that I will have kept it to show you. So that's just an FYI. If I finish my Glossier eyebrow product, there's a high likelihood that it won't be in my hands in my next update. Just saying. But anyway, that is my update. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I shall see you guys on Sunday for my next video. Alright, bye guys.